Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, January 4th. Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Ironically enough, Robert, last night on the Powerball that did go to no one. So grab your tickets if you enjoy golf and naps.
I didn't win. I didn't win.
The Powerball last night was 22.
Oh.
In the first Powerball of the year, the Powerball was 22, which I thought was interesting.
That's a nice number.
It wouldn't have been the first Powerball. Saturday was the first Powerball. But anyway, interesting. So it's up to 5 something. It's definitely a ticket that if you win, I think the cash is still north of $400 million.
Oh, yeah.
So you could probably take Thursdays off from lead generation if you win Powerball. Yeah, I'll give you Thursdays off.
Thursdays.
What would you do? This is always and I'm not saying the Powerball question like, are you going to get sharks with lasers? Would you continue to work?
No, but
Ian,
I would finish up what I had to do. No, seriously.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the concept of I could see you be like, I got to get those TPS reports done. we got to finish up those TPS reports for Nate and Jeff. Then we're out. Then we're gone.
Then I can leave.
Our new office will be at the Tor across the street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, I've wrestled with this. I think the one thing that would get my legs stretched, get me out of the house, across the street at our good friend's Colonial Bicycle, which is a Trek shop. I would probably work mother's hours, 10 to 2. Give me. I'm coming in after the commute rush. I could grab a pumpkin spice latte. I just work the desk. I wouldn't be repairing bikes because nobody's bikes would leave in disrepair as opposed to getting fixed. But yeah, just hang out at the bike shop. And then meander out at 2 o'clock. I'm home by 3.
I didn't necessarily see you as the bike shop hanging out guy. I thought you'd work at the course, in the clubhouse.
See, that's also a good idea. Any of those things, the mountain biking, the golfing, some additional hours at the New Hampshire State Liquor Store. Maybe you and I could hang out and see if Bulldog ever shows up.
Yeah, when the Bulldog shipment comes in.
Yeah, which is not happening at the New Hampshire State Liquor Store. I do want to give kudos real quick. Go ahead.
No, how did it go?
Oh, I didn't. So I got some of that for Christmas after I got some. I tracked some down for you. Then, of course, my mom was on high alert that was a hot commodity. Cheryl has a Drizzly account. No one should be shocked by that. So Drizzly in Massachusetts, you can order alcohol to the doorstep. Yeah. She still will she'll go peruse the liquor store, but Drizzly you can order in.
Okay.
And they leave Yeah.
This I did not know.
They leave a box of enjoyment at your doorstep, which is amazing. She's like, he's the nicest guy, Timothy. I'm like, of course. Like, yeah, she's got a Drizzly guy now. Yeah, drops off all the alcohol. Anyway, so she found Bulldog. I made some cocktails for my in-laws. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I will soon enough. Speaking of alcohol in your consumption or desire not to consume, I've got a friend last night that I go to book club with, Coach, and he's doing dryuary. So he was having water last night, which I appreciate. And also, without fail, we have so many people, and I saw a lot of it over the holidays, within our greater company, within our market center, who are celebrating months and years of sobriety. And congratulations to them for that, because that's amazing, and we certainly celebrate that as well. And another challenge that's been thrown down, I don't know if anybody saw this, it's called the 75 hard. Have you seen this challenge? 75 hard. And the rules have flexed a little bit. If you're endeavoring to do something different, and a lot of people are heading back into the office, or they did yesterday at a lot of companies, but our company obviously was closed. So if you're heading back into the office, you're thinking, how am I going to start? It's not a Monday, it's a Tuesday, because everybody's like, I'm going to start on Monday. It's Tuesday, so you can start now. And it doesn't have to be locked and loaded to January 1st. It's for the next 75 days. And if you drop said ball, Robert, you have to start over. Here are the augmented rules as I read them, and I'm giving credit to Sue Doyle because she threw out that she's going to do this. God bless her. And if anybody else wants to participate, honor system, of course. She's going to make a donation at the end of 75 days to KW Cares in their name. So here's the 75 hard challenge. And I was talking to the wife about it this morning, and she punched out almost as soon as I got started. But yeah, it's a big boy, big girl program for sure. Let's see. I've seen a few different sets of rules. I just want to make sure. So obviously you take a picture of yourself every day. There's a progress picture that gets taken. They want you to crank a gallon of water every day. Stick to any nutritional regimen, any diet, doesn't matter. Because obviously people have allergies and nutritional needs. So any nutritional regimen, exercise, here it comes. Oh, this one's different. I've seen 30 minutes. I've seen 45 minutes. This one's giving you a flex. Exercise twice a day, Robert, for 30 to 45 minutes. And this one doesn't say it. The original 75 hard challenge is you're supposed to do two 45-minute workouts. One of them has to be outdoors. Which, as you look at it right now, you're like, just got a Peloton Plus, or I just bought this. I bought something from inside the house. So I think you can get away with, hey, if you were working out 0.0 last week, 2 30-minute workouts a day this week is amazeballs, right? So whether you're doing it inside or out, I'm sure it's not going to be horrible if you cheat that one and don't go outside. And then there is read 10 minutes of nonfiction. There's also, in the augmented one that I've seen as of late, take a 5-minute cold shower. There's a lot of different versions of this. And the thing that's not on this list, which somebody really augmented it, is no alcohol. Which most health challenges and most programs, when I thought what it feels like 1,000 years ago, when I lost a ton of weight with my friends over at Fat Watchers, and I say that with love. Great program. It was a great program. We're not going to go down that wormhole. I think it's changed quite a bit. When I was using it for my benefit and lost a bunch of weight, one of the first things they tell you is to stop drinking because you're just pouring empty calories down your throat. So Doyle is doing the 75 hard challenge. If you're interested in more information on that, you probably should check in with her to see which one she's doing so you can all be on the same page. And we can celebrate people doing that, because we know, what was it last week? Did Jason say last week he's 80 plus pounds down right now?
Oh my God!
And I don't want to speak for him. I know that Westcott doesn't drink, and he also, I think he's been following. He'll correct me probably. He's been following keto-ish. This is what my wife calls it, dirty keto. She goes, when you're doing keto, but then a piece of cake shows up. I'm like, well, that's not really keto. Like, yeah, because as soon as you go out of ketosis, because that's what keto is, sending you into ketosis. As soon as you sugar up, you go out of ketosis and you have to start over again.
Yeah.
So there's a million different ways to slice that. If you are interested in the 75 hard challenge, reach out to Doyle. She did say that if you want to start with her today, which apparently she's starting today, and by the 75th day, if you're all in. And staying on track with her, she'll make a donation in your name to KW Cares, or in the group's name or something. I don't know.
So let's follow up on this with some of the comments in Facebook. First of all, Steve Barkdale says weightlifting the remote control counts as one of the approved exercises, right?
The man is a scholar and an athlete, or as
He's
some people say,
athlete,
but it's athlete actually. There's no second A. Go ahead. Yep.
All right, and Doyle says that she warmed up with 2 ounces of water, and I'm not quite sure winning with a smiley face is exactly right there.
Yeah.
But it's a start.
Yeah.
Yeah. My average intake of water is about a gallon a day, and I'm not being facetious. It's not that it's like some plan of mine.
Yeah.
We have a giant water thing in the refrigerator that we fill up every morning.
Yep.
And I probably do at least 1, if not 2 of those a day, mainly because I just don't drink anything else.
Sure.
Occasional sip on the weekends or something like that, but I don't drink sodas. I don't drink anything like that. So for me, the water challenge is an easy one. What's hard?
Doyle's got one of those plastic jugs. A lot of people have the big plastic jug with all the timestamps on it. Like the bottle should be at this level at this time of the day. She bought one of those a while ago. I think it might still be on her credenza in her office. Maybe she's actually lubed it up and added water, and she's using that now. But anyway.
Sue says, she says she hates water. I can't figure that out. I mean, I love if the water is the purest taste because it's it's the most refreshing and it's the most satisfying for thirst.
Yeah.
Although I have read articles that say milk is the most satisfying for thirst, but that doesn't work for me. So I just love water. Water is the drink.
Yeah, I went to a couple of weeks ago because I was just cranking all the stupid holiday drinks because I'm a princess. So I went to the 32-ounce unsweetened iced tea, which according to most nutritional metrics say it's 10 calories. Because I just got to stop drinking my calories. Didn't drink at Christmas because I was driving my kids because we had to get the in-laws to my parents' house, and I did not drink on New Year's Eve, which I thought I would, but I didn't. Wife and I aren't big drinkers. I mean, I've got a stock bar, but that's to keep my in-laws cocktainied up so they won't come upstairs to visit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I send the drinks down to keep them downstairs. Yeah, enough alcohol to keep them non-ambulatory so they won't climb the stairs and ruin my life. Yeah.
Oh my God, the comments are crazy. First of all, Alana says when she was younger, she was going to marry water. She loved it so much. Okay.
All right.
That's our Alana. That's our Babs.
Wasn't that Jan Brady, George Glass? She was trying to make up her boyfriend's name. And there was a glass of water on the desk. People are like, what is he talking about? The Brady Bunch. Ask your great-grandparents. Anyway,
ask your
great-grandparents. Go ahead,
Robert. Yeah. And of course, now, Sue, we need to talk. IPAs are indeed made out of water, but they don't count.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you want to do a 75 hard and change the rules a little bit, I would argue the best thing you could do, one of the best things you could do, is give up the alcohol. Now, I won't do a 75 hard. I shouldn't say I won't do a 75 hard because I got my bike coach is yelling at me again. So I'm doing a whole bunch of things that I haven't been doing for a while, first and foremost. The one time I do give up alcohol is during Lent. So if you want grumpy Uncle Tim for a coaching session, after Ash Wednesday, before Good Friday, there's no sushi in my house. There's no cocktainis, no sushi, no dead fish, no alcohol. For 40 days and 40 nights. It's a desert, Robert. It's a desert. So that's when I usually go no alcohol during Lent. Yeah.
I don't follow any abstinence protocols for holidays or events or anything like that. Every day is a day.
Yeah, every day is a day. Yes. So we want to remind you, it is Tech Tuesday. Robert's going to talk about that in a second. They've probably already skated out of here, but as you guys have seen and you can track it, it's every other Tuesday all year long. The world famous, and I'll say with love, the infamous Melissa Lesniak home tour skated out of here this morning. So if you're on the road with them, good for you. It's cold, so hopefully you dress warm. And it's every other Tuesday. The schedule can be found online, and it's always updated. It's in the news this morning, thanks to Zoe. Very robust news in 2022, if people haven't noticed. 2022, as we've been calling it. She respelt it for me, though. She wanted to go with 2022. I was trying to use anyway, nobody cares. I care, but she doesn't. Yeah, mom fixed it. The fixer of the stupid fixed my stupid. She's got the 90 days out in the news every morning, our entire schedule. So we've got Tech Tuesday, 11 o'clock DocuSign, 1 o'clock 101, 3 o'clock 301, much to Robert's disdain. So what are we talking about for Tech? And then we're going to get to our winners from the Bold 100 on New Year's Day. We've got to draw some names.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. That's going to be good. So this is Tech Tuesday. It is the first Tech Tuesday of the year, obviously. And we're resetting a bunch of stuff with the exception of DocuSign. I've been doing a lot of beginning and entry and middle stuff in DocuSign. So we're going to fire off this year with a canon in terms of DocuSign. We're going with advanced. So today at 11 a.m., advanced DocuSign, diving into the details. We're going to look into all the nooks and crannies. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for people who understand the program, who use the program, love the program, and want to get more out of the program. Don't show up asking, what is DocuSign? This one's advanced, so that we're gonna be hitting the bricks on this one.
Is DocuSign on the internet, Robert? Where do I find it?
How do I download a DocuSign?
Yeah, it's inside my Prodigy.net. Yeah.
Can I get it on a floppy?
Yeah. I'm a CompuServe user. You got to slow down. Go ahead. Nobody knows what we're talking about. Go ahead.
Nobody knows. Command 101 is we're restarting the month. as we do every month. So this month is Back to Basics in Command 101. We're going with the command overview. This is for those of you who are just joining us that are interested in finding out what the heck this thing is. So it's just the overview. At 2:01, I'm sorry, at 3:01, at 3 o'clock. I'll get there. I got to change the name over here. So at the advanced or the intermediate course for Command 301 at 3 o'clock we're going to be doing marketing in Command. We're going to be talking about your marketing options. Now, we're not going to go through any specific campaign from end to end, but I'm going to show you what your options are, show you what's available to you for tools inside of Command to do your marketing. Sure. And along the way, you're going to learn what the components are that are required to make the marketing part of Command be of value to you. That's going to be an important part of what we discuss.
Perfect.
So that's today.
Excellent. Thank you, Robert. So tomorrow, don't forget, we have Mass, Maine, and New Hampshire tomorrow for contracts. Thursday, we have, I think we're doing open houses with Rob Daniel. So he is doing 2 more precursor courses for us before we get started with Bold on January 20th, boldportsmouth.com. To sign up for that, you can sign up for the complimentary first day, sponsored and brought to you by our friend Brad Kelly, sponsoring day 1. And then after that, it is $3.99 for sessions 2 through 7, which culminate in graduation on St. Patrick's Day. So will they have their 75 hard done by St. Patrick's Day? Oh, maybe not. That's fine.
I've already failed the 75.
I will have the bartender at wherever we end up make some mocktails, some mocktinis for you. So there's a lot on the ledger for the week. We also have our people as we get to it. I know everybody's been waiting patiently.
You want some music? You want some music?
I would love some music. I need somebody. I think the legal team is listening, so Doyle can do it. Maybe Zoe's behind the curtain. Zoe can do it. I need somebody with a number generator in a second as well, just to help with all this. And then it will be recorded on this video microfiche that'll be at the Smithsonian, so everyone will know who won, and we'll post what their decisions are, because we obviously don't have people in real time that can tell us what they want, but we're going to draw names, as we discussed earlier. So first and foremost, I want to give honorable mention to Steve Bargdill. God bless him. He sent in his spreadsheet. And when the opening salvo, his coach, I think, jacked this up. Like, he basically... He fell on his nerve sword. He's like, I think a sort of, anyway, he made the effort. He made a decision to engage in the Bold 100, and his execution, I adore. It's between Steve and I adore it. So I got his list of all of his names, way more than 100 people, but he basically went to his social media, and I'm sure he's going to augment his efforts in the coming days and minutes. Right, Steve? Love you, buddy. So we went through his Twitter and his Facebook, and he direct messaged everybody asking for all their accoutrement. As he said, he finished the day with 3 more emails than he had before he started. God bless. So, and he did send in his efforts, and I appreciate that. I also want to give honorable mention to Ryan Pettigrew. I know I was talking to him halfway through the day. He did a reverse Bold 100, which the intentionality there is he was doing Give Me a Ring for a Ring. And it was call him to win the Ring doorbell system that he purchased to give away to one of his clients, friends, loved ones. Halfway through the day, and I think people might have seen me say, hey, if you're getting itchy, this is your sign to keep working on your Bold 100. I posted that just after lunch. I know he was closing in on a healthy number. Don't think he got to 100, but he was the one person I know in our ecosystem that was doing a reverse Bold 100, so I wanted to give him honorable mention. And then we have our 4 people that are in the mix, which is good because only 3 people are going to win. So we've got, and if you could do me a favor here, Robert, that would be great. Hang on.
What do you got?
That's my one struggle bus with this thing. I'm using my Remarkable, and you got to turn it back on sometimes because the screen falls asleep. So there we are. If just give me out of order, because you don't know in what order the names are, but then I'm going to tell you what they are. Then we're going to do a random number generator. So if you could just give me out of order, 1, 2, 3, and 4, out of order, and I'll write them down in the order you give them back to me.
Okay, 3, 2, 4, 1.
Okay. So our 4 individuals, out of order, in order, as Robert just gave it to me. Number 3, Jennifer Cartier from your home team.
Wait. I got it.
Love that. A robust list with notes. Number 2, wait to be shocked. You're not shocked. Nobody's shocked. Number 2, Melissa Lesniak, who I believe after Saturday had set 3 appointments that she's already been on. Shocking. Not shocking. Number 4, Dr. Michael J. Whitney. An absolute animal when it comes to these contests, which is really funny because you think to yourself, well, Lesniak and Whitney, why would they bother? They've got these robust businesses, right? Lesniak, I think probably wrapped up the year helping 75 families last year. Whitney is one of our mega teams that falls in the category of millions. He's involved with market centers overseas. Why would he take the time to set the example? And I know he had people on his team that were doing it as well, but they didn't fall into this category that they sent their stuff in with all the names. Then our number 1, who's our 4th name, but you just enumerated her as number 1, is Carol Goodwin. She gets the DJ horn, which I never want to hear on this show again. Thank you. Awesome. That's why you did it. Well, we had a good run, Robert. If you could bring me your box of things at 4:59 today, that would be great. So, do we have a number generator? Does somebody have a number generator? Can you come up with a number generator?
Zoe has a number generator waiting for you.
All right, so I just need her to give me, obviously set it up for 1 to 4 and generate a number.
Generating a number. Zoe, you're on. Now, remember, she's about 10 seconds behind us, so we're filling in the time while she's generating the number.
Oh, I can vamp. Have you met this face?
Yeah, well, I'm happy. Steve likes my DJ horn, whether you like it or not.
It's terrible. It's overused by every DJ on the planet.
Zoe has our number.
Yep.
It is D.
Number 2, Lesniak gets first pick. I need her to generate another number, and 2 doesn't count this time.
2 doesn't count this time.
Yeah, so I need just number generated between 1 and 4, and obviously 2 is a no-go.
Okay. Yep. 2 is already done. So while we're vamping here, Zoe, go ahead and do the next ones because obviously that's his number as well. So number 1 is the next number from Zoe Kirkpatrick.
Second pick goes to Carol Goodwin. And
Carol Goodwin.
We need her to finish it out with the last one.
Last number, Zoe. Here we go. 4.
Michael Whitney gets third pick. Michael Whitney gets third pick. So here it is, and this is how it all lays out. Jennifer Cartier missed out, although she didn't, though, really, if you think about it. She had 100 conversations. She had 100 conversations on the first.
No missing out.
As did her team lead, Michael Whitney, had 100 conversations on the first. Robust notes, by the way.
200, or does that mean 100 for each, or does that mean 100 combined? I think I need clarification on.
They both did their own 100.
Okay.
I looked at it, and my wife is super dorkalicious. I had my wife look at it. There was no cross pollination. They had their own.
All right, Jennifer.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So Jennifer Cartier falls out of the running, which is fine. So Melissa Lesniak will get her choice of $2,022, or the remaining $478, or the Bold Scholarship.
Why would you pick the remaining 4 as opposed to the 2,000? Why would you do that?
Well, I have to imagine whoever has first pick, Lesniak's probably going to grab the $2,000. That's my guess.
I would say.
It's going
to pay for gas for all the home tours.
And here's why I'm guessing that. Because she's going to go to Bold no matter what.
Yeah.
And happy to pay for it. She also knows that she can take the $2,022 and put it towards her next investment property because she's been ticking one off, at least one a year. She probably also... I'm not telling her what to do with her money. Here comes the Irish Catholic guilt, Robert. She'll probably donate a little bit because that's who she is, right? And she might even sponsor somebody in her growth tree or somebody that she cares about to go to Bold. So I would not be shocked if she doesn't chase the 2022. All that being said, then left on the board in the 2-hole, does Carol Goodwin take the cash, assuming what's left is 478 or the Bold Scholarship? She loves Dr. Rob Daniel. She will be in the room. Does she take the 478 and pay for it, or does she take the scholarship?
Right.
Or is she
she's
I know
here.
I know she's in the mix. I don't know if she's paid for full Bold yet, and now she doesn't have to because she gets her choice. And then Whitney's in the 3-hole, and he's going to tell me he wants Massimo's because that's what he does. And he'll probably donate. He'll donate whatever because that's Michael Whitney. If you haven't met his face, he's behind the Christmas tree and the gifts with Doyle. He does the backpack program. He's got a huge heart. Congratulations to everybody for doing this. If you pieced out on Saturday, if you were like, why would we do this? If you're newer to our ecosystem, why did we do this thing on the first of the year? And honest conversation, I always tell you guys, like, it doesn't have to be about expireds. I think most agents in the country skate to the expired conversation. Well, a whole bunch of stuff expired last night. The girl who broke up with her boyfriend last night doesn't want to talk to a guy in the morning. And that could be limiting belief, limited thinking. I think, and what I've seen people have really good success with is, on a day like today, you could be calling people that expired on New Year's Eve. I'm not telling you not to. I'm not telling you how to run your business, offering some best practices. I'd go back 3 months. Who are the people who expired or decided to dip their toe out in the fall? I don't want to deal with this during Chicken Giving and Hanukkah and Christmas. I'm out. Should be calling those people back. You know? And again, as a reminder, when we're going in and doing expireds, whether you're using, because I know all the calling companies that are giving you these numbers, if you're using a dialer, they're all telling you they've vetted the numbers. It's a $42,000 fine per violation. Vet your own numbers. And as we play,
you know
in
what?
this space,
I got that right here. I got 42 grand. Right.
Sure. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to take my $2,022 and put it towards my violation for the phone calls I'm making this week.
It's just out of reach. I was going to grab it, but it's not there.
So familiarize yourself with the TCPA, the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. Okay. When somebody says to you that I'm on the do not call list, you apologize, you wish them well, and you go along your business. Not like, well, no, I look, Mr. Lindsay, and you're definitely not. Not time for a verbal arm wrestling match. MoveAlong.org. That aside, we also want to make sure that if you are seeing expired, if you got the Naren hot sheet, which comes out at about 1:35 in the morning, if you're looking at that this morning, you're seeing expired, you have to go back in. I'm recommending you do, and Nathan is too, trust me. You need to go back into the live MLS, multiple listing service, and check that they didn't get pixie dust scattered on them at midnight. Because they might have come up as expired as of yesterday, but as of this morning, they're relisted. And if we go in and find an expired that's tied to Keller Williams Coastal Lakes and Mountains, we owe that agent a phone call. Hey, Robert, it's Tim Lindsay. I'm making some expired calls today. 123 Main Street is expired. What is your plan? And that's where Robert gets to say, thanks for the heads up. I'm going to give them a call. They hate me, but they might like you, Timmy. Let me tee up that warm transfer. But we owe that conversation over. There's enough leads. There's enough business for everybody that we don't need to be snaking in on other people's expireds, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would never let that happen. Not so fast. Everybody in their freshman and sophomore year of real estate, like, you know what? I'm not going to be the one that's driving to Concord to renew my license on the last day of the second year. And then you're driving to Concord on the last day of the second year, even though you told yourself, I will never do that. Let's give each other grace. Let's be professionals. Let's protect our fort and our ecosystem and operate with professionalism and care, right? And I would argue even outside of our market center, because if it's outside of our market center, go ahead, by all means. But if you have a relationship with somebody at Metropolitan, you have a relationship with somebody at Greater Portland, give them a phone call because they're still on our team. And if the person who hasn't expired probably has some listings, they're probably doing a lot of business, right? Not every deal closes, right? So if you're going to continue to be in this industry and you want to make nice with all these people, let's play professionally and make sure that we abide by our rules brought to you by Nathan W. Dickey. And the W stands for I wouldn't do it. Okay? Do not call expireds that are connected to our company. You owe that agent a call first, please, and thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Anywho, if you need Babs, who apparently is making wedding plans for a glass of water, We've got to get her. We've got to get her some help.
It's a slippery slope.
Marketing and design.
Nothing. I got nothing on that.
Before
That
she
was
slips
brilliant.
away, marketing and design can be handled by our good friend Alana Babineau. I'm going to call her Bubbler now. But anyway, so
Bubbler.
yeah, the Bubbler kid. She can be found at timewithbabs.com. If you're looking for Robert, it is timewithrobert.com. If you need my face, it is meetwithcoach.com. If you're looking for Jen Vashon, call Jason Westcott, and he is at 603-234-2589. Questions, comments, and concerns from me, or just some help with the script, it is 603-834-2856. A lot of information. You can track it all down on the intertubes as well. Have a great day. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to a robust 2022 with all of you. Have a great day.